What is up, WTP fam? We're back with another one, and today we got a really special guest. I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. Me and him have actually talked about it a few times, and we're making it happen. And I guess we could say thank you to Deshaun for helping us out with this one. You know how that guy is. He doesn't want us to do this, but he'll help out. But today we got NTW Tag Team Champion King Outlaw Jason Bruce, also known as Jake Emery, to those of you that want to know his real stuff. But what is up, man? How you doing today?
Oh, just living the life, loving the dream, stuff like that. Uh, Doing a little work today. It's actually my day off, but a true person doesn't ever actually get a day off. They just get a day off from their regular job.
That is true, man. This is my day off too, and I
Yeah,
still got to put in the work for the WTP community and the partnership with NTW now.
yeah.
But
I know you've been busy lately. I've been watching.
oh yeah, we are trying to give everybody what they want. Like Batista, give me what I want. They
Keep him
want to
on.
they want to know the NTW talent and GMs and everybody that makes the whole show possible,
I
especially for
got you.
Texas wrestling.
Hmm.
But I've known you for a couple of months now, probably
Hmm.
running up to a year
I
now.
was like a few
Um,
months. Yeah.
yeah, because I went to one of y'all shows last year. I want to say probably about September or something like that, and I've been going to every show since. I haven't had a chance to go to the other shows that you're a part of, but I'm trying to. But
Mhm.
they're a little bit out of the way.
Yeah, I got
but
you. I got you.
but y'all do have a lot going on this month, especially with WrestleMania and stuff going on. Like it's a big month for wrestling, and
Yes.
we're gonna get into all of it today, right?
Right, absolutely. I was
Uh,
I was almost in Vegas that weekend, but some certain stuff came up. So,
oh
but
man, that's how it is for a wrestler these days, right? Just everything pops up. You're like, oh man, that seems a little bit more interesting. Let me go do that real quick.
it's the grind. That's what we call it. It's the grind.
Oh yeah, but I know you, but let's give you a moment to introduce yourself to everybody out there. The WTP community and of course NTW community.
All right.
Um, I mean, I know that you're a co-owner or full owner. I'm not quite sure of the situation, but of Advanced Fitness Center, who's also a sponsor of this, by the way. Uh,
Mhm.
how long you been the owner of that?
So we opened Advanced Fitness Center up in October last year. We haven't been open very long at all. We're moving along. Uh, it's in Keene, Texas, 2221 FM 2280, Keene, Texas. If anybody needs to know. So it was a gym before. It used to be called Neighborhood Fitness. We've so pretty much adopted it. Been closed since COVID. Me and a couple other guys, Chris Hill, Toy Man, the Unparalleled Chance Fortune, and Anthony, the sound guy. Somebody might know those names. Uh, we were all well. Me and Chris actually started it, but we were kind of looking for a business. He had a toy store that he owned, and he sold it. And then a few months later, he's getting the itch to try to start a new business. And I'm like, well, I've always wanted to start a new business, or start a business. Period. And I said, well, what about a gym? What if we can find somewhere that could possibly fit a practice ring in, something like that. And he's like, that would be cool. Well, I was driving around one day and I knew about this gym because I used to go there when they first opened. I pulled up, looked in, saw the machines still there and the weights and stuff. And I'm like, huh, well, it doesn't look like it's open. I look out front, I see the commercial lease sign, and I'm like, man, this opportunity.
Oh
So,
man.
yeah, and sure enough, I called them. It was for lease, and they were actually about to split it up and get rid of all the weights and stuff like that. And
Oh,
yeah, and I was like, oh, we can't do that, can't do that.
you're like throw it
So
in with the lease and we got you.
yeah, well, yeah, just let us handle it. And I called Chris, and one of the biggest expenses of starting a gym or fitness center is the equipment,
Oh yeah.
and and it had everything. The only thing that we truly had to replace was the 5 pound to 50 pound dumbbells, and we got two sets of those now.
Hmm.
And then the treadmills that were there. were not running at all because they were missing a lot of components like the motors.
Mm.
Um, and so we got rid of those, and then we got four brand new treadmills in there now. So yeah, we're good to go. Got a nice, good paint job on it. Went with some grays and some, of course, it's the home of APW training ground, so I had to throw
Oh
some
yeah.
green on the walls and
And the
stuff like
logo
that.
itself has some green in it as well. I mean,
Yes,
it's a nice
yes.
logo.
Actually, that gray and green that's on the logos is actually the gray and green that's on the walls.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah. We tried to be smart with it and trying to look like we knew what we was doing.
Oh yeah, but you said you replaced the 5 to 50 pound dumbbells. I mean, how often do you actually use the 5 pound dumbbells, man? Come on.
So, actually, I use them a lot. I'm also a certified personal trainer. I got my personal trainer certification this year. Got a few clients already and stuff, and I train a few elderly, so trying to help them get their movements back and stuff like that. So I use the 5 pounds a lot there.
No, okay.
Um,
Well, they
Me,
do.
for personal reasons, I don't ever use the 5 pound.
Okay, I was like, man, come on. I've seen. I mean, they call him jacked and juicy for a reason, man. Like the guy's
I,
like,
I'm definitely the jacked portion of that name.
we'll get back into that.
We try to share the juicy part. Yeah,
We'll
we'll
get
get
into
back to
that in
that.
a minute. But yeah, I mean, seems like the gym has been doing great. Every time I talk to you, we talk about it. Unfortunately, it's like I said, it's a little bit out of my way to get there. But one day I am going to pay a visit there just to check it
Awesome,
out because
awesome, man. We got a little space. You can always do a little podcast there. Just saying, you always do it right in the middle of APW training grounds. I'm just saying,
I mean,
have
we
some
we
have some
can.
training in the background.
We can definitely because I actually thought about it. I was like, man, if I had more time, I could have drove out there today, but you were off, and it's like, man, we could have done something that'd been cool.
Hmm.
But you've been owning the gym for a little bit less than a year.
Hmm.
How long have you been in wrestling? That's the real question we want to know.
So this kind of shows my age a little bit. I know everybody thinks I'm a lot younger than what I am, but that number 40 is creeping up on me. So, but I started training at 15 years old. Last month made 20 years I've been in the wrestling business.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah. I've been training and wrestling for 20 years.
man, that's a nice career to have.
Thank you,
But you
thank you.
officially started wrestling at 18 when you were able to get in the ring and wrestle with those guys, or were you one of those
Sure,
special
yeah.
cases?
If there's legal questions, yeah, sure,
The
yeah.
legal questions, yeah, he was 18. Don't worry about the
Yeah,
age. The birth certificate was good.
no, so looking at me, if anybody's ever met me in person, I have been 6 foot something tall ever since junior high. And I was my freshman year, I was already 230 pounds. So yeah, so
Holy crap.
um, yeah, yeah. So I was definitely once I got past graduation and stuff. Um, my upbringing in the wrestling business is probably a little bit different than others. The school that I was going at actually closed down, and I was literally just didn't walk across the stage. Pretty much what it was.
Hmm.
Um, and I had a bunch of veterans that were already helping me train and stuff like that. And they said, come on, young blood, come on, let's go." And they took me under their wings and stuff, and uh, you know, uh, the Venomous One Viper, the Redneck Freak Bash, bunch of those guys. They just kind of brought me along to shows that they were booked on, and again, being 15, 16 years old, you know, you weren't going to go out there and just become world champion or a heavyweight champion or anything like that. So they would go out there and they tell this guy, hey, you put him against whoever, he's going to make him look good because he can take one hell of an ass whooping.
The-
And that's what happened. That for the first few years. I was what in the business that nobody likes to mention, but I was a jobber.
oh,
I made people look good.
well, you
You know.
Any
Mhm.
affiliation to the Job Squad? No, I'm just kidding.
No, 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 no. I'd wore that shirt proudly if I was.
Hey man, I mean, if you know, you know. WWF, Job
Mhm.
Squad, Blue Meanie, Al Snow, Steven Richards.
I was
But
going to say Bob Holly was in there too, wasn't he?
I believe so. But he
I believe
eventually,
so. And
separated himself from the pack, got himself over.
I love hardcore Holly, man. He's
Man,
Bob Holly, spark plug, man.
man,
He
that dude right there, give him
had the
a good
workhorse.
opponent, he'll do the right things with them. We've seen that several times. But
Mhm.
you've been in the game for over about 20 years, you said. You've been in quite a few promotions. I'm just going to name a few. You're currently with APW. You're
Mhm.
currently NTW Tag Team
Mhm.
Champion. And
Mhm.
just recently, from what I saw, TCW.
Yes, Trinity Championship Wrestling. Yeah, I just got signed with them. Mhm.
So you are all over Texas. We know that
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Rampage Wrestling in Mineral Wells as well. I'm also a GWF Onslaught Multimedia Champion.
Oh,
Um, APW, I'm a, let's see, let me see if I can pronounce all this right. APW OG Tag Team Champions with the Juicy One. So we had a split up, and in APW, and there were some original tag team championships that kind of retired or went off into the sunset, and they came back, and me and Joe took those off their hands, and we still have
mm.
our active tag team champions as well, which is the tag team that I do not like, the
Mm.
Posse with Rock
Oh,
Bannon. Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah,
get into that one in here in a little bit as
oh,
well.
oh yeah, and me and Joey are also Rampage tag team champions as well.
Oh,
So
it's quite a bit of gold that you have there, man. I mean, should have just lined
yeah,
them up behind you, like, oh, just a little something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I didn't bring them with me today. I'm kind of at a neutral location, but yeah, I
Oh,
got four championships. To actually, technically five championships, but one of them's on order with AIWF Southwest. Um, I am me and Joey are tag team champions over there right now as well.
oh, man.
But
And Jack and Juicy's just taking all the gold everywhere they go. But
we're trying. We're trying. It's crazy. You know, I've been a part of a lot of tag teams through my younger career because you know when you're young in the business they just throw you with whatever whoever sometimes and you know I did singles for a long time once I finally got my groove and started doing stuff and one day me and Joey were talking and was like, dude, why don't we do a tag team? Like me and him have a lot of very similar upbringing. You know, he was trained by Killer Tim Brooks, you know, so you know we both have that old school background of training. And he's a couple years younger than me, but we've both been in the business, you know, just about as long. So we was like, you know, one day let's do it, let's try it, and it's been the most enjoyable tag team I've ever been in. It's a lot of fun. If anybody's ever watched us, well, we are definitely having fun out there.
oh man, I've seen y'all in action a couple of times, and each time, man, it's a show.
Oh
It
yeah.
really is because I mean, I think I saw you at Operation Oro, and I was talking to uh, Toy Man last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking about how personal it can get, you know, being so close to the ring and all that. I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying any names, but there's a certain somebody on camera, not me, that may have damaged a tripod because of how close the action got. I
I
can't
hope that
remember.
wasn't me.
I believe you were going against Axel Savage and uh,
Oh, and Xander Slade, yeah.
Xander Slade, and I think he threw you into the rail and it knocked over my tripod.
So it wasn't completely my
Nah,
fault.
I'm gonna blame Sander a little bit there, but I'll find the
That
footage
guy,
somehow, some way. But
man, that guy, I hate that guy. Whoever trained him, man, they need his butt kicked. I don't know.
but no, it was a great show. Like just that right there was just it was great. I was like, oh man, this is good stuff, man. I love this match. And nephew,
That was a fun one. I've been in the ring several times with Axel. Been in the ring several times with Xander Slade. Made a little joke a while ago. Whoever trained that guy. I am Xander Slade's original trainer.
Oh,
I graduated him and got him in the business, along with several others.
so, so I have a question. Is that
Okay.
some of the stuff you offer at Event Fitness Center, training wrestlers,
Yes,
or
yes. Yeah, as I mentioned APW training grounds. So that we have a classroom in the back of the gym, closed off to the public. We kind of let people kind of sneak in and look a little bit, but we have a practice ring in there, and we train professional wrestlers. I have about 5 or 6 students right now. Actually, no, I think I have about 7 right now. Actually, yeah. Um, Younger kids. Got one guy from WSN that's actually training. Might have a winger in the background. Might be related to somebody that he doesn't know. Might just be on my team, and a little family betrayal. The boss is gonna have to look out a little bit, but
oh, dang,
that could be anybody. That could be anybody.
anybody? It could
Just
be anybody. Who is
yeah,
that masked man? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. Well, the
Uh,
boss could be anybody, is what I'm saying. Who used to be
mm-hmm.
called the boss, the singer?
Uh, I can't remember the singer.
Somebody used to be called the boss. I can't remember.
I know Rick Ross goes by, I'm the biggest boss.
Oh yeah,
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
yeah.
So, and I've seen the jokes on social media towards a certain boss that we know,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
comparing him. They're comparing him to that guy.
hmm but
But
yeah, yeah. APW training grounds. It's going real good. Well, we do classes on Mondays and Thursday nights. There's a lot of good schools out there. A lot of good schools. I think we're probably one of the smaller classes, just because we only have one ring. And so there's 2 trainers, permanent trainers right now. Of course, I am one of them. I'm the head trainer. The Unparalleled Chance Fortune is one of the trainers. And then I have several guest trainers as well. Ricky Jackson will come in every now and then. Juicy Joe Angelo Garcia, stuff like that. So
oh,
Steph
nice,
Anunnaki can't leave Steph out.
man. I know you teased bringing me in there a couple times, but I was like, oh man, we're about the same age, man. I know my back will probably pop or crack a couple of times before I even take one bump. But
I do the same thing.
oh man, but
I have my little routine that everybody kind of makes fun of me for, and I'm like, hey, when you all get there.
you'll get there. I mean, I think a lot of the older wrestlers that we see, on television and independents, they tell you the same thing. You're gonna feel it. You better start stretching now.
Oh yeah. If I was just a quarter of how smart I am in the business back then, I'd be in such better body shape. I'm in good shape, but like my joints and stuff like that, I'd be so much
Uh,
better off.
oh man, I'm not even a wrestler,
But
and I feel those body aches and stuff too.
yeah, yeah, I probably have a lot more brain cells if I was a little bit smarter back then too. But we
Oh
won't get into that.
yeah, I've heard that one a time or two.
uh,
I would have been smarter in football and stuff.
yeah,
But
wrestling has its party days in it. So.
oh man. But I mean, we've talked advanced fitness, we talked your resume a little bit, but now I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty that everybody wants to talk about. The last time we saw you, when I saw you, was at
Mhm,
NTW's New Beginnings,
mhm.
and that's when you and Joey Angelo, the juicy one, as he calls himself,
The juicy one. The juicy one.
y'all captured the tag team titles against Red Chambers and Mikey B.
Mhm.
And I just got to know, how does it feel to win the tag titles against one of the guys that would be crowned the NTW champion by the end of the night?
Um. So you know, it, being in there with Red, I've gotten to be in the ring with Red a little bit. I've gotten to be in the ring with Mikey a little bit. Actually, that month I was in the ring with Mikey twice. So one of them had a cage around it. But no, being in the ring with those guys, it's a lot of fun. But unfortunately, they were partnered up with a real real bad individual and got the bad end of that. And well, we had to get those tag titles a new home, and it just wasn't fitting right for with me or Joey, them being in Oro, or Oral Gang, Oro Gang, whatever you want to call them. I don't know how it's pronounced sometimes. But but no, it was a tough match. It was a tough match. I was actually fighting a fever that night, I think, as well. So yeah, so yeah, I was still trying to get in there and get it done though. But no, man, it was a battle. Like Mikey and Red are not somebody to be taken lightly in that ring. Um, do I think Red could have got that heavyweight title a little bit better circumstances? Yes. We're gonna just gonna face a worn out Jackson Stone. Okay. I've wrestled Suplex Shogun several times, and I don't know if I've ever taken advantage of him after a banger of a match. You know, um, I might have chloroformed him one time, but that's he still had that was still his one match though. But
Chloroform. Oh wow. I mean, we're talking about Red Chambers attacking him after getting attacked
there
and
was a
taking
time
advantage.
there was a time when Joey's kind of brought me down a little bit and kind of cooled me off, but when I was the King Outlaw Jason Bruce by himself, and I was APW heavyweight champion, I did whatever I needed to do to keep that belt around my waist.
Oh, I mean, can't blame you there. When you got the gold, you got to do everything you can to keep it, right?
Yeah, that was actually to get it. I won that heavyweight title against Jackson Stone in a casket match at APW.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to hear that
Yes,
story one day.
it's on YouTube. It is a very good match. It was a lot of fun. We beat the hell out of each other.
Oh wow.
That
But
that's probably why I like Jackson so much. And being in the ring with him is because I know we're gonna have a great match. But gosh, we're not gonna pull anything. We're gonna beat the snot out of each other.
man, like I said, I referenced Operation Oro earlier. Just the four you Axel and Xander Sade. I was like, oh, that match was a physical one.
Oh yeah,
People
yeah,
were getting
it
thrown
was.
to rails, chairs, everything. I'm like, oh crap. And I'm like, man, if you and Shogun put on matches like that on just a one on one, I'm like, okay, imagine a fatal four way between some hard hitters between these guys.
Oh man, and
But
I've been in some battles, and those guys have they're a little bit fresher in the business than I am, but I still go in the ring anytime with any of those guys.
oh, but you brought up Oral Gang and
Mm-hmm.
told us a little bit how you feel. But what are your thoughts on the new Oral Gang that they formed by the end of the night?
Um, you know, there's this old saying, you polish a turd, it's still a turd. That's kind of how I feel about the Oro gang. You can put whoever you want in there. Um, you until you get rid of the Oro gang itself and flush it down the drain, it's still gonna be a turd. You know, we just want to send that turd on its way. um,
Tell us how you
but
really feel.
yeah, it just is what it is. And the thing is you know, a part of me respects them what they're trying to do. You know, I have been in this game for a long time, and I know all the dirty tactics. But the way they are going about it is they think they created the wheel, and I can tell you right now that I know every single tactic that they're going to try because I've done them myself, and I probably did them when they were still pooping out baby shit green. So
Oh, damn, that's a good answer. Man, but before we move on to the next topic, we're going to take a quick break and hear from the sponsor, Advanced Fitness Center and their new video that they just released. So here we go.
Looking for a gym that fits your budget and schedule? Well, welcome to Advanced Fitness Center. I'm Chance.
And I'm Jake. And here at AFC, we make fitness affordable and accessible for everyone.
Our memberships start as low as $23.99 a month. And for just $13 more, you can get 24-hour access or unlimited tanning. Because looking good should be as easy as feeling good.
And if you're covered by Renew Active or Silver Sneakers, AFC has you covered as well. We work with select insurance plans to make your fitness journey even more affordable.
New to the gym? Don't know where to start? Or maybe you just need that extra push to reach your goals.
We got you. As certified personal trainers, we're here to help and build a workout plan that fits you. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned lifter, we're here to help and guide you every step of the way. Now straighten that back, okay? Come on, you got this. There you go.
ANC is not just a gym, it's a community. That's why we do group classes like morning yoga and Zumbas to keep things fun, fresh, and motivated.
And if you're looking to step in the ring, whether it's pro wrestling, sports entertainment, or just a new challenge, the Advanced Pro Wrestling Training Grounds is where you need to be to take your first steps to becoming a superstar.
So what are you waiting for? Come check out Advanced Fitness Center today.
And give us a call to find out more and start your fitness journey today.
All right, and we're back. Thank you for that video, by the way. Awesome stuff.
Of course.
You told me in the beginning it was your first real production, and it came out great.
Thank you. I love to entertain. That's just me in a nutshell. That's probably why I love the wrestling business so much. I just love to entertain, no matter what it is. Even if it's just getting out there on the microphone and talking, I want the crowd to have fun. You know.
Oh yeah, and Chance Fortune, also in the video, really cool guy. Met him a couple of times. Out on injury, everyone's saying Deshaun was backstage at y'all's event, and he has something to do with that.
I know which match we're talking about. We're talking about Metal Mayhem at APW. He just lost the Cruiserweight Championship to Seth Anunnaki, the Fallen Angel Seth Anunnaki. I have been in the ring several times with Seth. We have busted each other open. We were in a old school hardcore match 2 or 3 years ago, and we were both bleeding, and we both went through a flaming table, and then I think we ended it with both of us landing on a big pile of Legos. So I mean, we have gone to war. And do I think that Deshaun had anything to do with it? He might have flipped him a bill to get that done to Chance, but all that was a tip, because Seth is so sadistic and so crazy. That was probably already his intentions.
Oh,
So
I mean,
so do I have to would I say that Deshaun had anything to do with it? Probably not. I think he could have incentivized it a little bit, and Seth got kind of a little bonus out of it, because he was going to do that regardless, I think.
I've never seen Seth compete before, and I'm sure it's on YouTube. I could probably find that. Am I correct?
Metal Mayhem is not out on YouTube or Roku yet. It will be soon. We have Iron Paradise has got to go out, and then Metal Mayhem will go out.
Oof. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But speaking of APW, you'll have an event coming very soon on the 26th where Legends Are Made 3, and it's your Hall of Fame show.
Yeah.
Last week I saw on y'all's podcast, The Squared Circle on Facebook, that one of the entrants was on there talking about that. I believe Chuck is his name.
Yeah. Chuck West. Yes. Me and Chuck go way back. I actually met Chuck when I first broke in. We were part of a company, New Age Wrestling, NAW, and that's where I got to meet Chuck. Actually, all three of the Hall of Famers that are going in: Chuck, Blade, and Dave Dunnings. So at one time there was a group called the New Age Cowboys. Chuck still competed in matches a little bit, but he was also on the manager side. And the two guys that he had, uh, in his faction with him were a young Dave Dunnings and another APW Hall of Famer and leader of the posse now, Rock Bannon.
Oh,
So yeah, so I met all those guys at a very, very young age,
so
yeah.
you just mentioned the posse.
Mm-hmm.
You and your tag team partner will be taking them on the 26th.
Yeah. Have you seen these guys?
I haven't seen them guys. I know there's some big guys. I've seen the picture. I actually have it right here. Y'all's poster, and those
Mm-hmm.
don't look like some small guys.
So I'll start off with the smaller one. Big John G. He is let's see, he's probably about my height, about 6'5". And he's probably every bit of about 430 to 450 pounds.
That's the smaller one, guys.
That's the smaller one. Yes. He used to be bigger. He's actually lost a lot of weight, but the other is Big Herd. I have known Big Herd for several years, definitely for sure over a decade. And I've been in some battles with him. And he took kind of a hiatus from the wrestling business, and now he's back and he's bigger than ever. He is about 6 foot. He's about 6'9", 6'8", and he's pushing every bit of about 460 to 480 pounds.
Oof.
Yeah, he's huge. I've literally watched this dude press on bench press like 500 something pounds. Like he's a monster. I've seen him do dumbbell incline press with like 150s in each hand. Like yeah. Actually, when I was younger, when I was about 230, 220, something like that, he would dangle me upside down by my ankles like this, like and just he is a huge man.
My God.
He's not just huge; he's strong. Like he's built like a rhinoceros. Yeah.
So the 26th, we can all say that you're going to be a very busy guy.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is with these guys wanting to be in cross ties with these horrible individuals. But again, they didn't create the wheel. Me and Joey know some tactics. But yeah, we're gonna be facing them April 26th, and yeah, they definitely outweigh us. I think one of us weighs about one of them. So about both of us weigh about one of them.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But the thing is, it's not just a tag team match. It is to combine both tag team championships and to be the first ever APW Undisputed Tag Team Championships.
Oh.
So
there's a lot.
Me and Joey ain't going in this thing thinking we're gonna lose. Like we're going in knowing that we're going to be the first undisputed APW tag team.
But I'm just saying, like, did y'all lose a bet? Or did y'all draw straws in the back? Who's taking these guys on?
No, we weren't the first to take them on. Supreme Savages took them on, and they're out because of that. I haven't seen them back because that's who they won the tag belts from, and we tried a couple times against the Savages. I think once at NTW. So yeah. Unfortunately, they got a guy on the outside, Mr. Rock Bannon, that likes to help them with some of them tactics.
I wouldn't know why he would help them. It looks like they they got this, but definitely can't wait to see y'all win those tag titles, though, man. I'm rooting for you guys.
You've been around a little bit. Again, it's not the size of the dog; it's the size of the bark in the dog.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna bring a lot of fight though.
Lot of
it. But the next day we have Battlegrounds for NTW, and that's why I said, like, y'all are very busy this month. And then the week before that we got WrestleMania, everything going on. Of course, I'm gonna be busy. I got more interviews coming up that I'll talk about later on or promote later on. But you're not going to be in actual action. You're
No. Our general manager, Chris Toyman Hill, decided to do a little presentation for us. He was so happy and so relieved to see those tag titles leave the Oro gang. So me and Joey are going to NTW April 27th, and we will be presented with some nice new custom NTW tag team titles. I haven't seen them yet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm real excited. So yeah, it's an honor to be kind of the first ones to touch those titles.
oh, there's a lot of firsts happening at Battlegrounds. You just said new tag team titles. Hopefully, you bring in those undisputed titles with you, and you walk out with some new ones, of course. But another first for NTW is the women's division. So we're gonna have La
Yeah,
Muñeca versus Aaron Aris for the
yeah,
NTW
yeah,
women's title.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I'm very excited. Like I've seen women's wrestling all across, social media,
Mhm.
mainstream, and the women are on fire right now. Is this going to
Oh
be any
yes.
different?
No, it's gonna be awesome. Hilda La Muñeca is actually the APW Women's Champion. Um, and she's very competitive. She won that against a woman named Morgan Mercy, who, if anybody knows indie wrestling, has heard of Morgan Mercy in the Texas scene and little bit outside of Texas. She is a monster. She is a complete beast. I would not want to get in the ring with her. They call her the Valkyrie of Violence. And Hilda La Muñeca is the one who decrowned Morgan. It took her several tries, but yeah, she is the one that decrowned her. So Hilda knows how to fight. She knows how to get in that ring and do what she needs to do. Aaron Aries, I know she's been in the business for a few years. I haven't seen her in a while. I know she's more in the North Texas scene. With Rampage Wrestling up there in Lubbock. There's two Rampage Wrestlings, but yeah, she's very competitive, and I'm excited. I think that's going to bring definitely a new flavor, a new style to NTW, and I think it's much needed. So I think it's going to be a banger match. I really do.
I'm hoping because I mean I'm on the bandwagon. I love women's wrestling right now. It is on a lot of times like in NXT, AEW, WWE, the women have taken
Oh
the show from the men. Like literally,
yes,
like and rumors are, this year we're gonna get an all women's pay per view Evolve 2, I believe, or Evolution 2, my bad, from WWE, and I can't wait for that.
oh
And
the roster is so stacked. You need to. I
yeah,
mean, you got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, and
uh,
Becky Lynch, she's been on the shelf, but she's still there. Like,
oh
and
yeah,
so I mean, a lot of these females, Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, like that, and
shoot,
Maxine Dupree, she's been coming in her own. Like,
yeah,
there's so many people that are stacked in there. One of my favorites, Ivy Nile.
oh yeah, she's one of
Yeah,
mine as well.
yeah,
I
the
mean, I've
Pitbull.
been keeping up with NXT for a little while
Mhm.
now, and man, if you
Yeah,
haven't caught
I'm.
NXT, you need to because those women are out to take those spots on that main roster, and those
Oh,
women need to watch out for them.
oh yeah. There's a friend of mine that's in NXT right now, and to me personally, she's already ready for the main roster, and I can't wait for her to get there. But I think she's doing her time in NXT and stuff. But I cannot wait to see the juggernaut Jordan Grace in
Oh,
the WWE roster.
oh yeah, I've been keeping up with her in TNA.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you
Uh,
helped her out, but we've seen the transformation of her in the past few years in her
mhm,
time in TNA. She, was a little on the heavier side, and then obviously transformed herself into a bodybuilder type physique.
mhm.
and it's helped her out a lot. So
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have anything to do with that. I cannot take any credit for her wrestling career at all. I knew her when she was very young. 14, 16, 15, something like that in the wrestling business. She started out very young, just like I did, and when she came in, she was a beast already. Like she knew so much psychology wise in the ring at that a young age, and she was one of those you just knew like she's gonna go somewhere. Like so, yeah. So again, I'm so excited to see what she's gonna do in the bigs.
oh
So
yeah, she definitely deserves it, and
mhm,
can't wait to see what she does.
mhm.
But before we wrap up, I gotta ask. And
Okay.
we're still talking battlegrounds. We just went off a little off topic.
Hmm.
But you're getting presented with the tag team titles.
Hmm.
From what last few shows I've seen, are you expecting any shenanigans from the boss Deshaun in any kind of way that night?
Uh, yes. Of course. Against us, I would hope not. I think he's learned his lesson. Um, me and Joey are, we like to boost our egos, but I think we're one of the best tag teams in the state of Texas right now. And I would really, I think it would be really unfortunate for Deshaun to even try to attempt to come after us at all. Like I think he's learned, don't mess with Jack and Juicy.
Oh man, I mean we would think, but from history it shows that Deshaun at times like, I got this.
Yeah,
but
you can take a horse to water, you can't make him drink, unfortunately. So,
but yeah, man, I can't wait to see all this happen within this month. Um, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. But before
mhm.
we officially wrap up this show, uh, where can everyone find you at? Because I know I have your account on Facebook and TikTok, but where else can everyone find you at?
So yeah, I'm on TikTok, Jason Bruce, Outlaw Bruce 81. I'm also on Instagram, Outlaw Bruce 81 as well. Facebook, Jason Bruce. I have a YouTube channel, but I really don't do much to it. I need to, but anytime you look up Advanced Fitness Center as well, I'm usually the one responding. I'm not, anytime you need to get a hold of me, I'm always there. So, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm on Twitter as well, Outlaw Bruce 81. Yeah, I'm all over social media. You just gotta look for me. I'm not hard to find.
Oh man, he's not hard to find, but it's hard to find anything on him.
No,
He doesn't post that much, and I'm like, oh man, I need to find some stuff for this interview. But
it's all over. You just gotta look up YouTube. Look at a lot of my stuff is on like my matches, just because I helped found APW. A lot of my matches are on APW. I helped build that company. So yeah, there's a lot of matches are on the YouTube channel for APW.
oh yeah, but I mean, if you also want to book him, just hit the guy up. He'll let you know where, when and where he can be. I won't speak
Hmm.
for him on that. I never will. But you'll get an answer from him, and he'll let you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But man, this was fun. I'm glad you were able to come on here. I
Hmm.
can't wait to see what you do this month. Hopefully, you bring more gold. Can't wait to see those new tag team titles at Battlegrounds as well.
Me
Uh,
too.
but but good luck to you in the next matchups, man.
Thank you, thank you. If anybody's wanting to come out to any of my shows coming up, April 12th, this Saturday, Mineral Wells, Texas Rampage Wrestling. April 26th, APW, where Legends Are Made 3. April 27th, NTW Battlegrounds. And then, man, I got a two for weekend for APW, Cinco de Mayo Part 1 and 2, Cleveland Railroader Stadium on May 3rd, and the Cleveland Conference Center May 4th.
Oof.
Whole weekend of wrestling and Cinco de Mayo celebration. So
Oh,
coming up.
nice. Can't wait for all that stuff. But as always, guys, y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.
You know, a lot of people think that you need a fortune to join a gym, but here at Advanced Fitness Center, you get everything you need for $23.99 a month. That means full access to our free weights. Oh, snap. Cardio machines. And overall, it's just a great workout environment, all without breaking the bank. No contracts, no hidden fees, no alarms that goes off when you're lifting too heavy. Just a gym that works for you. So, if you're looking for a place to train that's affordable, AFC is the spot. Come check us out today. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.